Okay, not to sound ADHD or anything, but I found out that I can go ahead and get the red mage stuff. So here I am! Have to unlock the red mage. I also do the samurai, but I want the red mage more right now. A distraught lass seeks a savior for her sister. Oh, are you an adventurer? Please! You have to rescue my sister. Some horrible people tried kidnapping us just outside the city gates. I managed to break free when the travelers stopped to help, but my sister never caught up to me. Where are her parents? Mama Pop left early to deal with some merchants, and the brass blades didn't seem to care what happens outside the city. That traveler, he was some sort of mage, I think, but it was 1 against 5. Surely he couldn't stand against so many. What should I do? Would you please help? Well-dressed lass. Right out here. I have not looked at it. Was it released? Well, obviously it's released since you asked about it. Unless it was the trailer thing that was released during the show. Oh, it was done during the preview thing. It was shown during the preview thing, but yeah. Dad, meet her sister. Yeah. Ancient anime. Yep. Don't touch. Oh, you're not one of them. Okay, so it was shown in the video of updates. Cool. It was the same trailer kind of thing. I need to force myself before it ends, do the event. It's not a very talky event, but just do the event that involves me trying out the different stuff so I can have more promo gems. And dear lord, sassy boyo. And who might you be? Nobody, just continue showing off. I'm fine. Us. Melissa's save? Oh, thank goodness. You came to lend your aid? My apologies, but had I known, I would have spared a villain or two. Spared you a villain or two. After all, you seem to share my distaste for those who would prey upon defenseless children. Aye, birds of a feather are we. Yes. So how are you doing, Banana? Tia. Tiha. The Pilgrim of Sorts. May I know your name, friend? Ishnai, why does that strike such a familiar chord? Excuse me, I just wanted to thank you for saving me. My pleasure, child. You're unarmed, yes? Unharmed, excuse me. Good, let's escort this brave little lass to her sister then. Lead the way. Back to not remembering how to read. Gosh, English is a hard language. But I find it amusing about the Genshin anime thing. And the dragon place looks interesting. They're always interesting in how they design different locations, because you would expect, since it's the land of fire, to be a bit more fire-y. Thank you again for coming to my rescue. You found her, adventurer. Thank you. We're very grateful for your kindness. I was so scared. What did those terrible people want with us? You didn't worry about them anymore. Sister, the man in red defeated them all. You saw how he fought with spells and steel? He's one of those heroes Papa told us about. A crimson duelist, aren't you? I did not expect to hear that name this far south in Eorzea. Then you are a crimson duelist. I knew it! If your papa is telling tales, his daughter tales of red mages, then he must be from Alamigo, yes? Well, that would explain his choice of bedtime stories. Now, shall we see you lasses home? We'll be alright from here. Thank you again. Away they skip, say Finn happy. Now, Ishnai, was it? I believe we've earned ourselves a celebratory drink. Excuse me. You need not feel compelled, my friend. Should the mood strike you, however, you'll find me staying over at Blackbrush Station. I find the ale served at Coffin most agreeable. My mind is a-going up. I'm not joining any fate. I'm over here to drink. Ah, you came. As it so happens, the mother of these girls tracked me down and insisted I accept a reward. Once I mentioned you might be stopping in, she left a token of gratitude for you as well. It seems we assisted a influential merchant family, a revelation which might explain the attempted kidnapping, hefty ransom, and all that. I was told the girls were immediately assigned a capable bodyguard, however, so we can drink in peace knowing they are well protected. Woo! Oh, I remember whence I know your name. I learned of you first from a last name, LSA, whom I met upon the road. She expressed admiration for your growing exploits, even as she persuaded me to teach her the basics of red magery. Good that I got the other twins' attention. She proved a quick study in the arcane side of things, but fencing was somewhat of a challenge. By the end of our lessons, however, she had learned to combine spellcraft with swordplay. When to cast from afar and when to lunge forward with a well-timed thrust. And what of you, my friend? Have you any interest in the art? I suspect you'd make an exceptional red mage. That's why I'm here. I am deadly serious. A woman who would rush to the aid of a stranger's child without fear or hesitation is a woman I would trust with the power of red magic, but even beyond that, I sense in you a kindred spirit. Alright, sir. Flirt, flirt. Be warned, however, that my style of teaching is a practical one. I will expect you to join me on my journey and assist me in aiding others. Accept those terms and I'll bestow upon you the accoutrements of a red mage. You are familiar with soul crystals. This particular one is attuned to past wielders of red magics and will fill your mind with a firm foundation of the technique. You need only reach forth your hand. Are you prepared to walk the craft? The path of the red mage. One word and the soul crystal is yours. Yes, I love playing a red mage. At least I remember to. I don't remember how to, but you will not regret this decision, my friend. Gods above. From a moment there, I thought you meant to refuse me. A host of red mages commit their memory to this gem, and now it is yours. Absorb the knowledge it contains, then we'll discuss the finer points of red magic. Ah, but first I should give you that reward. That's singing. Red mage unlocked. That jump. That setup. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. Again! Better. I don't like it though. I like the hat. No wonder I mean, I can't set it up here, but I do have a no. I do have a glamour set up for this, since I found out that I could do this. I wish to teach you the origins of red magic. I see, from the glint in your eyes, that the soul crystal has surrendered its secrets. Welcome to the ranks of the red mages. The art we practice is born of a noble origin. It is balanced and controlled energies were once used to stem the tide of destruction and reclaim a future for the dispossessed. I speak of the age some 1500 years past, when the clash of the two sorcerous civilizations brought about the Sixth Umbral Calamity. Where the great mountain of floods rose, people fled from their homes and into the mountains of Albania. Even the mages of Mok and Andapur were found amongst the refugees. These wizardly practitioners became targets of retribution for the part they played in upsetting the natural balance, and soon they did shed their robes of black and vestments of white. If the people were to survive and rebuild the following disaster, however, they would need the source of arcane. Thus were the principles of black and white magery reinvented, and upon their combined foundation, an entirely new discipline was built: red magic. But I've prattled on about the history of its first long enough. Far better that you experienced red magic firsthand. There remains a mystery of who sent the kidnappers after those poor girls, and I've a feeling attempts to unearth the culprit will provide the battle practice you require. Before we plunge into the foray, however, there are questions I would like to ask. Come with me to Thanlan, to the Church of the San Dama. Current committed arrow spells when both certain costs change color to come to Where we go! It's me. No. 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 Better. Seconds. So, probably be first. Sorry about that. Need to remember how to use. I absolutely... My mind is hurting right now because I'm trying to remember. What is the combo I need to use? That's important to have on the main thing, though. Anyways. Work it out as I go. I might, instead of that being just shift one. Cat. Probably a bad setup. I'll look and see if there's any better setups after this. Hi, Tia. Ishnai, there you are. I introduced you to Father Iliad, but I believe the two of you already were acquainted a lot. Zuru me the nefarious tales of spellcasters and their attempt to kidnap two young girls. And if you wish to ask of this thaumaturgical cabal is known to me, yes? There are several such cults that come to mind, but I must have more details. You say each member shared some unusual traits. Not one spoke a word over the entire exchange, not one shift in expression when I urged them to yield. Each of them also appeared to be branded by some matter of tattoo, a sigil pulsing with arcane energy. An evil practice. Such sigils are known to destroy the will of the bearer, resulting in a biddable puppet, which acts in much of the manner that you have described. There is no salvation for such wicked creatures. But you must seek the fiends who pull their strings. Rhyme it! Pray learn what you can of this ball and its purpose, Father. Ishnai, we have another task to attend to. Might I suggest some light stretching before you step outside? You'll understand why. They are outside. They are outside the door. Oh. We have friends? We have friends? Do you notice we are being followed, Ishnai? Yes. The very cabal that we are investigating seems to have taken interest in us. I mean, join the club. I sense an ambush in the offing. Do they seek to silence us, perhaps? Well, let them try. This will soon be the perfect opportunity to test your newly acquired skills. First, a brief lesson. A red mage's spells belong to two distinct schools, rooted as they are in ancient disciplines of black and white magic. Intertwined, they form a solid core of red magic. And through the balance of casting both disciplines, can one at a red range build this foundation higher and higher. When your strength has reached its peak, this is when you lunge forward, unleashing the energies thrumming within your blade. Then you leap away, returning to the first step. It is a dance, my friend. Come out. Come out, come out, wherever you are! We have no intention of running or hiding from you. We are wearing red. It's kind of hard to do both. I swear. I wear a sword, as you can see, but I'm not partial to violence. If there's any chance, we might attempt a parley in lieu of bloodletting. How unsettling. Well, Ishnai, it seems you'll have your battle. Remember what I taught you. What did you say? I better not. Yep. Black and white magic. Yep, I don't remember this at all. Whoa! I remember what. At least I have a general remember it, so. What mission I need to be making in the. You get to dual cast halfway through, so I need to pull. And this fight is over. I need to pull a few things around on my bar. These puppets must have a leader lurking nearby. Let us take the battle out to our ambushers, shall we? Before we resume the hunt, let us be sure of your technique. As a red mage, you are capable of casting 2 spells in rapid succession using what is known as dual cast. Intone a short spell and you'll find a lengthy incantation you can now cast in an instance. Take advantage of this technique to bombard your foes with arcane destruction. Let me switch things around. Actually, it'd be probably easier. I think about it if I. While I have dual cast, pay attention and that way. Not be on the list in that order. Doing what the Asians are doing and switching forms, right? Oh, hi. That allow? Okay. I got it. I got it. That's a good thing Jolt is. I'm small. Doing this. Wrong order for that. You do rearrange the order on that. I get it. I get it. Alright. Finally. Close to him. Nah. Okay. I think I got it. Well done, Ishnai. You have exceeded my expectations, which is a fortunate thing, for I did not expect the arrival of that fearsome hound. These mages are willing to forfeit their own lives to ensure that we have lost ours. You see the brand on her left cheek? This cursed sigil which stole her will and left her vulnerable to the most heinous of commands. Ambushers know this, and the master has not shown any compunction against sacrificing pieces that outlive their usefulness. No, this cannot stand. Heed me, Ishnai. You have begun your education in the red magic, but there's much I want to teach you. Come, let us return to the Lich Yard. You know the history of these graves? People died. The church's lit shard is the final resting place for many of the victims of the 7th Umbral Calamity. Red magic was conceived to stem from such tides of destruction in an age where the abuse of sorcery flooded the world with death. Again and again. Its distinction from earlier disciplines is key. While practitioners of black and white magic draw upon an ambient aether, A red mage weaves her spells using only the reserves of mana which she was with which she was born. In an era which red magic was created, to do otherwise it was forbidden. To manifest more powerful effects, the first red mages adopted a method by which precise sword techniques would harness and amplify the energy of their spoken incantations. The mage's own physical form served as an arcane accelerator, an ingenious way of preserving their self-imposed limitations. Understand that the blade we wield is not simply a weapon, it is the focus of all our efforts to lessen strife and suffering. Every generation of red mage is part of an unending battle. We are soldiers who fight for those enduring violence and subjugation, the bulwark against the unkind vulgarities of fate. 20 years ago, I joined the revolutionaries in Amigo and learned red magic alongside like-minded companions. We formed the Crimson Duelists, and together we rose up against the tyranny of the Mad King Theodoric. We were crushed. Of all the duelists, only I survived to watch our homeland languish under the rule of imperial invaders. After leaving Alamigo, I never ceased fighting for its liberation, and when I learned of the calamity of the threat to all lands of Eorzea, I allied myself with the valiant scholars of Charlatan. Still gonna slaughter that name. In the end, I was unable to protect my homeland or halt the approach of fiery disaster, but never once in all those years have I betrayed the oath the duelists swore to champion the weak with heart and steel. Such is the nature of magic you will learn from this idealistic fool. If you would master this art, however, then my road shall become your road for the duration of your studies. I will remain here at the church for the time being, and pest the good father Illude till we uncover the origins of this cult. Your only chore shall be to reflect upon the lessons of the day and prepare for our next encounter. Alright. Now we're getting back to the thing at hand. I just wanted to unlock that. I like Samurai as well, but I mean, one of them I like better than the other, I will admit. And I'm biased towards one. Come back here. An invited Asian. Can you not stream? I know I said until the end, but alright. Healer for this, and I will make mistakes, I think. Who knows? Probably. Woe is whoever decides to deal with me on this end. Well, I mean, they'll decide. Random number generator will screw them over. Ah, looks like both are tanks have left. Melee. I didn't realize she was tied up there. Hi, Kyrie! Party members left. It was all a dream. Kinda, sort of. Where did the table go?
Thank the 12.
You'll be fine! I'm a white mage! Did we kill Roxas? Well, Roxas didn't have
You
it.
may have bested me this day, but what of the next? What of all the days to come? Remember, light no longer holds sway here. I may return whensoever I wish, again and again and again. Eventually,
again and again.
you will falter, and the staff will be mine. Until next time, scions.
Good that he waits long enough for this. Think you're gloating?
There will be no next time. This is the end.
In the end, in the end.
What trickery is this?
Wahahaha!
No. No! You cannot! No!
No! What a world.
Use Tube Samati to gather ether. Quickly, before he breaks free.
Guessing how this works.
Concentrate. Call to mind the time you struck down La Habrea with the Blade of Light.
Nicola. I mean, sorry, wrong game. Rar.
Why won't it work? Is it because we lack the blessing of light?
Damn it. So much ether. And it still isn't enough.
Fools! No mortal prison can contain me! I shall make you pay for your insolence!
Uh-huh. Just believe!
Please, Mother Heidelin, hearken to our plea. Lend us your divine light. Why can you not hear us? Do our words no longer reach you?
If only we had a bit more ether.
Are you gonna noble his sacrifice? Are you gonna noble his sacrifice?
Moonbreeder, what are you doing?
Master Louis Soir, I understand now. The choice you made.
Noble sacrifice?
In death, there is life. Farewell, Urianger. You damned old coot.
Moonbreeder! No! You mustn't!
She became one with the light stream.
What? No! It cannot end!
Yeah, it is about to, bitch!
I am eternal! I am immortal!
No, you are not! Hi, Lone Wolf, how are you?
Moonbreeder. She's gone.
I mean, not really, really. I mean, really, really, but I mean...
You did it, my friend. The Ascian is dead.
Now we have to sacrifice all our friends to get rid of them. There's 13 of them. I mean, 12 of them.
This device is a legacy of Moonbreeder's toils and sacrifice. I shall hold on to it for safekeeping.
Minfilia, are you all right?
I am.
Oh, we were surveying northern Thanalan when we received the distress call. We returned as swiftly as we were able.
All at the same time.
It seems you have everything in hand, however.
No, not really.
What happened here? Where is Moonbreeder?
She's... resting.
She gave her life to temper the blade of light. I have no words.
Yeah.
Rather than await the inevitable, she took her fate into her own hands.
That's a way of looking at it.
Does Ariange know?
Nah, most likely, like, he broke a glass or, like, something cracked. Sense a disturbance in the force.
My friend, there is something I must tell you.
I heard all, my lady. The moon sinketh, taking her leave of the heavens, yet her passing heraldeth the coming of a new day. Moonbreeder hath fulfilled her destiny, hath she not?
Jay's so sad.
Long ago, far across the seas in the Charlayan motherland, Moonbreeder and I did study under the sage tutelage of Master Louis. Full oft did he impress upon us that knowledge existeth to serve the greater good.
For the greater good.
This sentiment, however, was contrary to the nation's policy of neutrality, which censured intercedence in the affairs of foreign lands. In spite of vehement opposition, he founded the Circle of Knowing, and journeyed hitherto the heart of Eorzea. Through his noble sacrifice, was the realm spared its doom. Yet this great soul, whom all should rightly have honored, was branded a pariah in his own land. His
That sounds like a
peers
their
did
problem.
accuse him of forsaking his duty as a man of learning, and of meddling in the course of history.
Yeah, everybody died. That's the course of history, right?
When he left Charlayan behind, Master Louis gave no word to signal his intent to Moonbreeder. Close as they were, as master and disciple, she was deeply wounded by the sudden exclusion from his confidence. Above all, however, She was confused. Try as she might, she could ill comprehend her master's motive. The slanders that were heaped upon him after his passing served only to inflame the turmoil within her. For years upon end, she knew not what to believe. Torn as she was twixt the man whom she revered and the man who forsook her and his duty both.
The Louisois I knew would never forsake his duty, much less one of his own.
This I know full well, my lady.
Nah.
'Twas not for want of love that Master Louisois hid his intent. He but desired that Moonbreeder discover her own path.
That's sweet of
free
him.
of the shadow of his influence. Long did I contemplate revealing the truth to her, and long did I hold my peace. After all, was it not Master Louisois' wish that she come to the truth unaided? I told myself it was, and resolved to let her suffer. Knowingly did I deny my friend the comfort she craved. And now she hath gone to her rest, with doubt still in her heart.
Sweetie.
Speakest thou in earnest? Did Moonbreeder truly come to understand Master Louisois' will before the end? The realization hath set her free. She may now find the peace which hath for so long eluded her.
Aww.
Oh, Moonbreeder, my dearest, how I shall miss thee.
Say, you don't realize how important somebody is until they're gone sometimes.
Moonbreeder gave her life that we might possess the means to defeat the Ascians. Her sacrifice must not be in vain. Let us continue her work on the Blade of Ether and see it to completion.
My lady, I would mourn Moonbreeder in mine own way. I beg your permission to return to the Waking Sands.
I mean, sometimes your own way can sometimes be bad.
Of course, my friend. Take all the time you require.
Don't go.
We shall be here should you have need of us.
Sometimes that leads to. I mean, it's better than what the Ascians were planning to some degree. Counting on the theory of that a soul's aether burns brightest at the moment of its passing, a very scholar until the very end. Oh, Moon. Moon, I miss you so much already. It was fun seeing Thancred try and drink her under the fucking table. If we had... Would we have arrived a few moments sooner? Just a few moments. Our grievances against the Ascians are already overlong. Must they continue to add to it? Yes, but we took away one of their numbers. The most arrogant of them, sadly, but I mean, in the sense of going against everybody else's wishes. Oh, definitely. He is Casanova. Never have I seen Urianger so utterly defeated. No one should be made to suffer such grief. But it's kind of the way of life. We shall gather the Charlayan Manor to celebrate Moonbreeda's life and mourn her passing. Oh, I unlocked Red Mage because I found out that I could do that. I don't remember how to play it at all. But I still unlocked it, which is nice. Okay, statements is still the same. Got the science and honor of the fallen Moonbrea. As Moonbrea was the name of Charlemagne. Well, it's only fitting we gather before the mark of the scholar. Are you familiar with the stone? It's a bit complicated to some degree, but it's easy once you understand the basics. I mean, that's most things aren't, isn't it? But it took me till the end of the tutorial, I guess, quest to, I think I got the basics back down again, I think. 'Tis a monument found at Wraithfrost and is sacred to Thalak, guardian deity of the City of Learning. There we shall pray for our dear soul, our dear friend's soul, and bid her peaceful return to the light of the Mother Crystal. Don't want to believe she's really gone. The loss of those close to you is never easy, and Ida was closer to Moonbrea than most. As ever, I was a step too late. Boyo. Compounding trauma, goodness. Was there aught we might have done to save her? 'Tis foolish to torture oneself with such thought, but the heart is often deaf to quite reason. Moonbrea showed us the way forward at the cost of our own life. What worth is her sacrifice if we do not follow where it leads? Let us gather at Frost and show our respects for our fallen comrade. Then let us continue with the work she began. Oh, Lone Wolf, literally, when I jumped into this, trial that was for this quest line, both tanks said nah and dropped. Both tanks. It was a concerted agreement. I don't know if they were in that together, in the sense of being a party together to jump in, or both of them independently said, fuck this shit. I know I can, by the way, I also know that I can get Samurai, but Red Mage I prefer. Yeah, they'll probably just take the penalty and wait however long it is before they do again. Though I would love to be that the next time around they get the same one again. But that's not very likely. I wish they had a mechanic that would make it that way. Oh, I forgot to talk to other people that were probably in Revenant's Toll. I will absolutely run back. See what Taru says. Or is it pretty empty? There's nobody else in here? So I ran back here for no reason. Oh yeah, some of them left to Uda. Oh well. Can I get over here? Yeah, I can fly. I is here. In the light of the crystal tower.
Forgive me, Moonbreeder. Had I been quicker or wiser, but I was not, and you paid the price.
I mean, both of those, one of those things you had control over. Wiser is not one of them.
But you would not suffer us to wallow in our sorrow, would you?
No, she'd have us drink ourselves through the table.
You would tell us to pick ourselves up and get on with it. And so we shall. We shall defend this realm and her people to the last.
Life for death. A fair exchange.
Alright, chill, dude.
Other bargains will be struck.
Yeah, but maybe the bargain didn't need to be struck if you didn't take my goddamn powers. What, Tara didn't get a chance to come out here? Oh wait, she left too, didn't she? Back here. The rising stones feel somehow colder. Moonbreya always carried with her an abundance of her warmth and cheer. We must find some way of protecting ourselves from the Astian intruders. There must be a way. I don't feel much like talking at the moment. If you could just give me some time. I might run over and see what Ranger might say. I loathe to see Ida in such pain, but I have no words to comfort her. Can you imagine it? I, Palomo, the one who has an eloquent comment for every situation, am a loss for words. I wouldn't say an eloquent. Sometimes it's very, very snarky. I'm gonna run over to... I'm here to not bother you through your morning process at all. None whatsoever. Look, a friend worries about you 5 seconds into you saying you want to go home. Aegis, when the rise. Alfred is the realm. I have not the tears to fill this chasm of despair and grief. My breast is rent in twain, a gaping wool that renteth crosswise, the scar of Master Louis Swaw's loss. Pray leave me to mine agony, my friend. Perhaps time's gentle passage shall ease its jagged sting. Sweetie! As someone who lost 3 different family members, 6 months apart from each other, sometimes you need to share the grief and not keep it in. Well, yeah, they were 6 months apart from each other, literally. It was kind of creepy. One died, next 6 months, another one died, another 6 months, another one died. It was just, Anybody? Right, Mentphilia. Though we have said our farewells, the pale of sadness has diminished but little. Forgive me, as Antecedent, it's my job to be the pillar of strength for all others to lean upon. Sometimes you do need help. Yet I also believe grief we feel now is precious in its own way. Not to be lightly swept aside. Don't you agree, Ishnai? Does Twink know yet? Or do you want me to go get to him and tell him all about it, rather speaking over Link Pearl? 'Tis as if a dagger has been thrust into my breast. But 'tis a pain we must learn to bear if we ought to forge ahead with our duty. Yeah, and it's a wound that will heal over time. The battles we have fought have taken the lives of so many. Louis Swa, Breda, our fellows at the Waking Sands. Their spirit and dedication to our cause, however, will never be lost as long as we rise to fight once more. I hardly need remind you of this, of course. 'Tis for my own benefit that I repeat these words, a reaffirmation of my own chosen path, excuse me. If I do not rebuild the foundation of my resolve, I am likely to collapse in a fit of weeping. Sometimes weeping is good for the, getting the emotions out. My apologies again, Ishnai, if there is no other to whom I could display such weakness. You are my pillar of strength, and I fear I shall need should have need of your steadfast presence in the day to come. No pressure or anything, though. A victory won, a comrade lost. To honor the fallen, the living forge ever on towards the light of a new dawn. Day. Da-da-dawn. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-ba-ba-ba. Ophelia has a request to make of you. Have you a moment, Ishnai? I believe Ida wants to word with you. I should consider it a personal favor if you would lend a sympathetic ear to her troubles, because I am a counselor and know exactly how to properly respond. She has not been herself since Moonbrea's passing, and my heart aches to see her so downcast. You should find Ida somewhere within the Rising Stones. Pray lend her a sympathetic ear, my friend. Name statement. Hey, wanna fight? Or do a competition or something? Hey, it's this like great! Oh, it's no use. I'm trying to stay positive, but it's hard, Thing is, I know Moon would tell me off if she saw me moping around like this, which is why I decided to cheer myself up by getting her a special flower. I placed an order for a moon daisy with Rowena a little while ago, and it's ready to be picked up. The trouble is, I find Rowena a bit difficult at the best of times, and well, this isn't one of them. I know it's silly, but I can't face it at the moment, so I was wondering, could you think you could maybe collect it for me? I had the coin to pay for the flower right here. Thank you so much. I'll be waiting for you in the daisy at Wraithfrost. Oh, back and forth, back and forth. Good thing I didn't, accidentally go there once, because I thought... And then realized that I hadn't spoken to the people here to see if they said anything, and then I came back here and there's nobody here, and it's... Running, running, running. What can I do for you today, adventurer? Eldred trinket to trade? They've got you running errands now? I mean, I've always done that. Them Scions really know how to make the most of your talents, don't they? Sending the savior Orzea to Bleeding Market? Fine use of your time, that is. Seriously though, you'd best learn how to say no, or they'll have you mucking out the Chocobo stables next. I mean, it is a possibility. Anyways, what is it you were here to pick up? The Moon Daisy, was it? Here. then and take it. And tell the Ida lass that I've got a wide selection of headwear in stock if she ever decides to replace that doughy old mask of hers. God knows she needs to. Now I can tell why she's hard to deal with. We shall press onwards, as we've always done. I will not squander the sacrifices our fallen friends by surrendering the paralyzed born of fear. I was supposed to go to the other place, not here. I swear. Well, I didn't sleep very well, but I did sleep. Bap, bap, bap. Bap, 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 bap. Growina can be so annoying. She will just not take no for an answer every time I visit her. She insists I replace my visor with something more fashionable. And when I tell her I like it just fine the way it is, she says again, and then again, and then again, and then again. It drives me crazy! What I mean to say is I really appreciate you doing this for me. So anyways, let's see it. She even went on about me. Moon daisies are often hung to rafters, trees, or other elevated location to represent the celestial body when performing holy rituals to the goddess Menfina during daylight hours. Oh, wrong thing. And Brea, I love these things, you know? I hope that somewhere, somehow, she knows I'm still thinking of her. Same
I'll never
flower
forget you, Moon. None of us will.
that they did before? Are they different? Or she just wanted one for herself to give?
The song riseth to a crescendo.
Am I the only one that can hear?
Is that what I think it is?
Nah. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Hello. Can you hear me?
No.
We have received grave tidings from Ishgard. Pray return to the Rising Stones at once.
Okay, same thing. Really, I didn't notice that. Well, then again, I'm guessing Alligator technology they can cover that loss. Press onwards. My apologies for interruption. I was deeply saddened to learn of Moonbrea's passing. Her loss will surely be felt. Alas, recent developments in Ishgard leave us little time to mourn. The envoy from Corinthus will soon arrive, and we must hasten to hear a report. Envoy is here. Is it Alicia? Yay! I thank you for receiving me at such short notice. The time is the essence, so I will forego the usual pleasantries, if I may. Certainly, you come with news of the Dravians? Might be. That is 15. You also get the... Aye, the dragons have begun their attack in earnest. The first wave reached the Central Highlands a short while ago, and the battle was joined soon thereafter. Sir Arabic himself sallied forth with a contingent of temple knights and several companies of the noble house's finest. Though the beasts were ultimately forced to retreat, our victory, if such could be called, came at the cost of many of our own. Too many. We will not withstand a second wave should the Dravanians renew their assault. You paint a grim picture, my lady. Is it reinforcements you seek, then? We do. Though it pricks our pride, it is plain we cannot protect Ishgard with our ranks thus thinned by the Horde. Sir Arabic would meet with you to discuss the possibility of enlisting your aid. Very well. I shall depart for Corinthus at once. I must warn you, however, that the involvement of the Crystal Braves is no means assured. Our commitment to quelling the unrest in Ura must take precedent. It is with such contingencies in mind, I must make another request. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn are known for sharing close ties with all three of the grand companies of Eorzea. Would you consent to plead our case to their leaders? Though I would gladly appeal to the grand companies on your behalf, I dare not promise a favorable reply. You need say no more. Considering our past dealings with the Eorzean Alliance, I can well imagine how our plea will be received. But the fate of Ishgard hangs in the balance. We must implore every avenue still open to us, no matter how unpromising. I see. Very well. I shall send envoys to each of the allied nations and have them present your request directly to the head of the grand companies. In the event that your plea does not receive a favorable answer, I know that any support is certain to be conditional. Demands will be made of Ishgard. That is only to be expected. Rest assured that I speak in Sir Elric's authority on this matter, and that our actions are fully sanctioned by the Holy See. Which brings me to my final request, a personal appeal to you, Warrior of Light. The Lord Commander much desires to speak with you, regardless of your fellow's involvement. You faced Midgard, Soma, and survived. Anything you can share of your experience may yield us an advantage over our foe. Thank you. You wear the mantle of hero well. I know, I hate it. Twould seem the road leads us both to Camp Dragonhead. Seek me out when you arrive, Ishnai. Animation time. Oh, everybody's fine. Heretics.
The sons must answer for their father's misdeeds. Only then will the cycle be broken. Brothers and sisters of the heavens, we raise our voices and join you in the chorus. The sinner's feeble magics are undone. Come, claim your retribution.
Oh no. Oh, shame. Sorry, had to join in the evil laughter. Okay, sorry. We have reports from a number of frontier settlements. Would seem the dragons have come as far as Mordona. I wonder if it's because I have somebody of theirs with me. Oh, they're back. If you're looking for the Scions, they've already left for Alliance nations. I do hope Ishgard will be safe. Yeah, they'll be fine. Considering the recent history, will there be any amongst the Alliance willing to aid the Holy See? Ishgard has few friends at the bargaining table. Though I've never seen one myself, it's said that Dragon's Lair is just beyond the borders of my homeland. Should even events take a turn for the worse, we are fortunate that this settlement is a popular crossroads for so many veteran adventurers. The town has been calm through all this talk of war, but the dragons come to revan its toll. There'll be panic plenty, I wager. Words. My heart and it will never change. Ooh. Have anything new to say? My dear Ishnai, once again you arrive at our hour of need. That would we speak longer, but I'm afraid my duties command my full attention. Damn. Seems I was swifter, Ishnai. You two, however, to arrived in time to spare, for our host is yet to make an appearance. Murmurings about the camp tell of some manner of trouble at the gates of judgment. In the Lord Commander's absence, I suggest we visit the place and find out what is afoot. Just how? Cross 3, 2, 4, dog. Mark of nervous glances our friends share. The dragon attacks, yes, but something has occurred, something unexpected. Let us question the knights ere we proceed. Heretic scum! How dare they meddle with our divine protections? I shall rid our nation of their blasphemy, even if it means cutting them down one by one. We need not fret so much. There are still several layers of arcane protection that shield the city from invasion. Mother will be fine. Bothered bowman. The gates of judgment are much more than mere doors. They are outermost layer of Ishgard's magical wards. If our first line of defense can be so easily shattered, When I laid eyes upon Lady Iceheart, I felt the marrow freeze within my very bones. But seeing the heretic struck the first and most telling blow against Ishgard. Scions, we expected you at Camp Dragonhead. You were slow. My apologies. We chanced to hear that there was some trouble at the gates and thought it prudent to investigate the cause. Then you have learned of the heretic's treachery. Lady Iceheart led a force of her followers against our defenders and came close enough to dispel the first of our wards. But let us speak more of this back at camp. Sir Emmerich awaits you. Know my heart, but it will never change. Seems eager to return. Ice Lady has grown bold indeed if she would risk direct action against the city. Come, let us do what we were bid and return to Camp Dragonhead. And maybe I might be able to say it correctly eventually. Lord Hoshafat will know where Sir Eric means to receive us. In the usual place. In the back alley. I mean, don't get me wrong, it totally is. If you look at it. The worms roar, 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 roar. Oh yeah, yeah, the stabbings, the bloodshed, the muggings, yeah, all the best things happen in the back alley. Pray ask Lord Hoshfant to direct us to the meeting place when you are ready. 'Tis reassuring indeed to behold the continence of a friend whose when one's homeland teeters upon the brink of disaster. Though a single misstep can send us plunging into the abyss, your heroic presence strokes the flame of courage within my heart. Ah, but you did not come to Dragonhead to listen to my prattling. Lord Commander was arrived and will treat with you in the intercessory. I mean, the second hour is spent cleaning up the bodies. I love how Ember absolutely rules that chair, like he owns it. Look at how he sits. Ishgard's future hangs in the balance. If the city's salvation rests on our assistance, I cannot well withhold it. Even so, I mean to make Sir Arabic sweat for his reinforcements. On this occasion, feigned disinterest may serve the cause of Eorzean unity better than naked philanthropy. Come, let us find out what the secessions the Holy Seat is willing to make. I know! It looks comfy, but he is absolutely ruling that chair. Oh, don't got this voice? I thank you for coming with such haste, and apologize for my absence. Suffice to say, Lady Iceheart and her heretics have much to answer for. Well, I mean, look at his... I mean, that's armor under there. It's not comfortable either. Yes, but we are recently returned from the gates of judgment ourselves. Given the circumstances, we quite understand if you would prefer to postpone our appointed audience. On the contrary, Master Alphinaud, I think it's more important than ever this meeting take place. Rest assured, I shall return to my post in Ishgard's wall the moment our business is concluded. Yeah, but that doesn't make the chair still any more comfortable. Before we move on to the subject of reinforcements, however, I would introduce you to my close friend and stalwart ally, Astidian. You know, it's a good thing I decided to change it to my, the Dragoon. I didn't think about it, I was just XP. Good to see you're alive and well. Do we have to have the yes, we do, actually. Never mind. Linger on that pole. I am also an Azure Dragoon, but nobody's talking about me, is it? But what I'm gonna say, got his eye on you. Yeah, I know, right? Side note, if you missed it during the ad thing, is Fanny's armor gets a butt flap, but that means that this chair is no more as comfortable as it was before. Impressive title, though I confess I know precious little of the Order of Dragoons, as I stand right beside you. They are formidable warriors all, yet even among the masters of the lance, Istinian is without equal. I beat his ass! He, out of all warriors of Ishgard, was chosen to wield the power of the dragons, thus may contend with any dragon. I did too! I kicked his ass! You flatter me overmuch, Lord Commander. Go ahead, make out, please. If ever I was without equal, I am no longer. As my fellow Azure Dragoon is here will attest. Be at ease, Ishnai, and do not come to challenge you this day. Well, now that we've all been introduced, you're not gonna say anything? Besides that, we've been introduced. Let us proceed in the matters at hand. I will share with you what I've learned at Iceheart's design, as confessed by the heretics, taking capture after the assault on the gates. So it seemed that Lady Iceheart, the Dravians share a common goal, to reclaim Nidhogg's stolen eye. Nidhogg, one of the 7 great worms. But Istinian has it. His name features prominently in your nation's history, though once defeated by the hero Hadrath, the beast said to have terrorized Korthus since the Ishgard's founding. Many are the scars our walls bear from Nidhogg's relentless effort to raise the city. The trophy Hadrath plucked from the bested worm's skull, simply known as the Eye, is a treasured relic of Ishgard, one possessed of untold power. Should it ever be returned to Nidhogg, the dread creature would restore to the height of his strength, and then no wall or ward we could erect would be stout enough to deny him. My vengeful son hath waged war against Ishgard for 1,000 years. No mortal mind could comprehend the depths of his rancor. Good that you didn't appear for me to hear. For them to see that I have a dragon with me. The eye itself is secreted deep within the vault. No! Istinian has it! It's kept under heavy guard, surrounded at all times by— Istinian has it! I shouldn't say that loud. Next to the dragon. All times men and women who've proved their loyalty to the Holy See. But those stout walls and sharp blades may suffice to discourage the heretics, dragons are another matter. There are individuals within the Dravian horde whom an entire company of knights would labor to repel, say nothing of Nidhogg himself. Nor does the age rob them of their strength. Through endless march of years, the dragons endured. Patience, calculating, inexorable. You must understand, these creatures do not share in our perception of time. And that is especially true of the great worms. They who spend centuries in slumber only to wake and resume their campaign as if mere hours had passed. It's been 20 years since Nidhogg last darkened our skies. 20 years for him to gather strength, and for us bolster our defenses. And now, just as he seemed primed to return, heretics strike at the gates. So they're working in concert. You believe that Lady Iceheart is in league with the creature, then? Of that we cannot be certain. Though we know the heretics covet the eye, we have been unable to determine their plans for it. Such questions aside, we need to address the ragged hole their mistress has seen fit to render Ishgard's protections. 'Tis a weakness the Dravians are not like to leave untested. It would seem you have described your plight in admirable detail, Lord Commander, yet I cannot help but wonder about your candor. Why share such sensitive information with us? I shall speak plain. Ishgard is in need of allies, and I would have you bolster our front lines in readiness for the coming battle against the dragons. This I expected much. Unlike our arrangement concerning the Keeper of the Lake, however, only you stand to benefit from our assistance in this matter. I fail to see why we should intervene in a conflict which that concerns only Ishgard and the Dravian. when the Eorzean Alliance requested Ishgard's assistance during Operation Archon, you refused us. It does not seem grossly unjust to demand that we now risk our lives in your private war. I make no attempt to defend my country's conduct. I only ask that you consider what will follow were Ishgard to fall. Having razed our cities to the ground, the Horde will have little cause to linger, and most will return to their lairs in Dravian. Soon after, the ruins of Korthus will be buried in snow, and the land would become a sole providence of beasts and beastmen. Until the Garleans arrive, that is, for you may be certain the Empire would not hesitate to claim Korthus. They would not even have to draw steel. An imperial province sharing a border with Mordana. 7 hells. Very well. We will assist you in repelling the dragons. The roar of the great worm may have shaken the firmament, but we of Eorzea will not abandon our Ishgardian brothers to face the coming horde alone. Nor did I ever think you would. Now, upon the matter of the roar, allow me, Sir Aermic. Though the power of the eye, I have become the vessel of Nidhogg's strength. His essence has stolen into my very blood. And mine, kinda. Fear not, I am in fully control of my facilities, for now. I assure you, not like he wasn't before. And the eye itself has no relevance to this tale. It is not essential that I bear it with me wherever I go. But you stole it! Its lingering influence does, however, allow me to hear Nidhogg's voice. And then the worm who roared was Nidhogg, yes. He means to hurl his horde against Draffin's collar and shatter the remaining wards that protect the city. There can be no doubt, the worm has summoned his minions to war. Flying monkeys? Fly, my pretties, fly! Nidhogg, he is the source of our suffering. If we do not fell the worm, the endless clashes count for naught. I'm painfully aware of the hypocrisy of our request and the self-inflicted nature of our predicament. But it should serve to deliver my people from their unkind fate. I gladly shall bow my head and beg for aid. I expect, nay, welcome the coming storm of scorn and disdain. It won't let me jump on the table. Though the circumstances are far from ideal, this desperate endeavor will at least provide us an opportunity to bring sister states of Eorzea together in a common cause. Sir Aemik was more ruthless in his negotiations than I anticipate. I suppose one must give no quarter when one's home is at stake. But did you see the look on his face when he formally requested our assistance? Though the Lord Commander has long campaigned for Ishgard to open its gate to outsiders, I suspect this softening of the Holy See's attitude towards foreign cooperation comes as something of a bittersweet victory. The days ahead promise to be interesting indeed. Yes, I hope we live in interesting times. Which is a curse in Discworld. Okay. Tell somebody I hope you live in interesting times is a curse. If we are to aid Ishgardians in this war of theirs, the preparations have to be made soon. Before proceeding, however, we must needs return to the Rising Stones and make a report to the Antecedent. Ere we sally forth in defense of Ishgard, we must consult with the Antecedent. Come, let us return to the Rising Stones. See if you have anything different. Oh. Anything else to say, sweetie? Same thing. Wrong thing. I'll have anything new to say. Okay, same thing. Good that we couldn't use a shell link for this either! I arrived here before you, Alpha.
Alphino, it is good to see you.
I keep saying his
Tell
name
me,
wrong.
what have you learned?
I don't know, apparently they say names differently after this.
The others. Everyone must hear my report.
I think I was wasn't I already telling?
So this was all but a taste of what's to come.
Violence!
Indeed. The main host advances upon Ishgard as we speak.
Whose vaunted defenses have been nullified.
Shorn of its wards, the city will bear the full force of Nidhogg's fury.
All those people.
Alphino is right. The Dravanians cannot be allowed to prevail. If Ishgard falls, all of Eorzea will suffer the consequences.
Then you agree that we have no choice but to intervene. For the good of the realm, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn and the Crystal Braves must join the defense of Ishgard.
Let there be no ambiguity about what has been proposed. We would be directly intervening in the war.
No! What about that neutrality, why don't
But
we?
if all here believe the cause to be just, then to war we shall go.
Don't ask my character, I don't know when to say no.
The path we now embark upon is perilous, but I pray you will walk with us to the end.
I'm a part of the Scions, I don't know why you're looking at me and asking. As I nod sagely.
For those we have lost, for those we can yet save.
Then it is settled. I shall inform the Council of our intentions and request that they contribute their own forces to the defense of Ishgard.
Nothing like war to get your mind off the death of somebody important. Oh, me assist you in everything, right? I bid the Archons travel to their assigned nations. Should the members of the Alliance agree to pledge the Grand Company soldiers to Ishgard's cause, our comrades will be in hand as act as intermediaries for the duration of the conflict. Small matter of persuading the Alliance leaders to grant such a support, I leave to Alphanod. For you, my friend, a different task awaits. Being courier, Gopher. I would have you reach out to your fellow adventurers and gather what allies you may have for the coming siege. I would also have you consider the matter of your own security. Revenant's Toll is but short flight from the snowfields of Korthes, and not an unimaginable fight might spill over across the border. Pray brief Southbourne on this brewing conflict and discuss potential contingencies. The frontier settlements must be prepared for aught that might wing its way over its walls. I only hope that such precautions prove unnecessary. Before you leave, I may suggest you have Tataru accompany you. She has a talent for administration and a firm grasp of the challenging practical challenges we may encounter. It's possible to predict how many will rally to Ishgard's call for reinforcements. I do not envy those responsible for planning the city's defense. Minfilia's committed the Scions to Ishgard's cause, has she? Though she makes her pronouncements with unshakable confidence, I can only imagine how agonizing it was for her to arrive at this decision. So many lives at stake. The threat of war sows panic and confusion. The routine tasks often can offer us calming stability. Be sure the larder is properly stocked, for instance. Yep. Oh wait, I have to talk to the little one here. We are rather close to Korthus, aren't we? We'd best see to our own defenses and take stock of our supplies. Oh, we also need to have beds and bandages laid out just in case. A good receptionist is ready for any eventuality. Let's go, Ishnai. I have 101 things to discuss with Southbourne. Yeah, you have to discuss. I don't know what I'm gonna do, except probably you'll tell me I have to collect and, like, move around this stuff. I'd like to spread the word to the settlers and adventurers in town. I appreciate the warning. If war is coming to Korthus, then toll must be made ready. I'll increase the number of patrols and lookouts immediately. I'll also see about finding room for an infirmary, as well as temporary housing for victims of the conflict. Ishgard has done well by us in the past, and I would return the favor. But as for rounding up volunteers for the fight itself, I'm afraid I must disappoint you. I will not send my fellow guild members to die in Ishgardian soil, and I'm certain headquarters would say the same. There'll be no official Adventurers Guild presence at the siege. That said, each adventurer is, of course, free to do as he or she will. I shall have a word with some of my more capable colleagues on your behalf, and you might try your luck here in Revenant's Toll. I dare say there are a few stout souls about town who would answer your call to arms. Means I have to go around, right? Since I'm special. Let's get started, shall we? We have a town to rouse. Oh, I don't have to do this on my own. Me, the autistic person, rousing people to join us. Congrats, hon. How was it? Yeah, and she even steps on you. Spare me your talk of glory and fame. I'm not in the habit of volunteering for lost causes. I survived this long by trusting my instincts, and my instincts tell me to stay well away from Ishgard. Oh. I guess she isn't helping me try and talk. Yeah, she chooses one per time to step on, and it's like sitting there going, maybe someday I will literally repeatedly do that so she can step on me. Ishgard sounds like she's in a right mess, but that ain't what I want to talk to you about. I need to inform your test your mind back to the scuffle with the Empire out by the processing plant. A lad from Little Amigo by the name of old Wilfred was there with the fort that day. I want to know if you've seen him since. Have you? God damn it, I fear as much. No one's bloody seen him. It's like the ground opened up and swallowed him whole. But that ain't all. Around the time that Wildred stopped turning up for duty, then black market weapons went missing from our vault in Uda. So now, of course, half the braves suspect the lad of making off with the goods. Folks like to believe our company is a disciplined fighting force, but as you and me both know, there's no more motley collection of mercenaries, adventurers, and Grand Company veterans. Congrats on that, goodness. Still wants Shiva to step on me. Ah! The only thing that binds us together is some vague oath about fighting for freedom, all that. And that the steady pay. Now, compared to most others in this crew, Wilfred's a fresh-faced novelist, a bleeding whelp among wolves. But the boy's got passion. When he talked about being a guardian of Eorzea, he bloody well meant it. A lad like him wouldn't rob us blind and bugger off like that. He ain't the type. And then, it's just between me and you. There's the fact that the lad wanted to tell me about something queer he noticed in the ledgers. Something the Braves' numbers not adding up. Aye, there's a villain at the end of this trail I've stumbled upon, and I bet me good eye it ain't young Wilfred. Yeah, it's... Hi, Chibi, how are you? I'm betting I know who it is, too. It's at the very top. It's not, well, the second. Just like in the flames. Leveling and stuff. Oh, I'm talking about who's causing the bad numbers and Wilfred to disappear. Hey, Road, you got a war to wage, and I'll let you get on. Just thought someone should know. I'll be seeing you, Ishnai. He's about to be Epsteined, isn't he? I mean, he didn't do anything wrong like Epstein, but I mean... He'll be found mysteriously dead. Attention, adventurers. Ishgard is in peril and in need of heroes. If you've ever dreamed of battling a Dravian, now's your chance. I mean, that's a way of doing it. I hope not, because I actually like the character. But then again, games like this like to make me like characters and then murder them right in front of me. You know. So Ishgard seeks self swords to bolster its rank, huh? Though I'm not sure I like the sound of the siege. Those nobles will surely be generous with their rewards. But I pledged myself to guard Revenant Toll. Modest work though it is, I loathe to break the terms of my contract. What to do, what to do. Sell my blade to the Ishgardians? Well, them dragons are a fearsome lot, but I'd slay me fair share if the coin was good. I've worked for one of them knights before, you know. Watch me like a bloody hawk he did. Still, I'd put up worse than that for a heavy purse. Oh, he's inside there. Is he? I volunteer my service in defense of Ishgard? I think not. Dragons claim the lives of every one of my brothers. I did not mean to offer them mine. 'Twas to escape such a fate I took up a mantle of adventure in the first place. I would sooner die in the pursuit of a fortune than huddled behind an icy wall. There you are, Ishnai. So, did you sway any hearts? One or two, eh? Well, added to mine, that makes 3 or 4, not including Southboard's friends. We won't have the largest company in the army, but I'd say one Revenant Toll's veteran is worth a dozen clanking knights at least. I mean, and I am here. What do you think I am? Message for you from Alphanode. I've been caught up with recruiting, I almost forgot. There's been a word from Alphanode. Apparently the Alliance leaders are convening in to discuss Ishgard's plight. And they've requested your presence, as usual. Of course. Anyways, best make your way to Uda or you'll be late. Alphanod said that he'll meet you there at the Royal Promenade. Of course, motherfuckers. I will sit there, look pretty, and add nothing to the goddamn conversation. As usual. I dress one? No, I didn't. Look, the hearts I want to warm are currently in the snow in the opposite direction of the fucking desert. So I don't mind, you know, warming the Admiral's hearth, but we won't be doing any of that, most likely. No, I do not have a problem. I have multiple problems. Not a problem, multiple problems. A list of problems. A semi-truck of problems. A world of problems. Hi, Twink. Apologies for calling you away from your task. I hope to proceed with these negotiations one leader at a time, but it seems my urgent requests for an audience have prompted a gathering of the council. And I will do shit with this. I just, needless to say, I felt obligated to attend. The alliance leaders are already seated within. Let's join them, shall we? Hey, just a little. Are you gonna be talking talk, or I have to do the talking talk?
We are well aware of Ishgard's dilemma, and we agree with your assessment.
Then I trust there are no objections to the Crystal Brave's intervention.
Uldar has none.
Gridania does not object.
The Crystal Braves are yours to command, Alphino. Do what you will. We shall pray for your success.
It was my hope that you would offer more substantial aid than prayer. I know it is within your means.
Do not presume that you have knowledge of our every concern. The Garleans and the Beast Tribes are but two of many. We are not in a position to contribute greatly to the defense of Ishgard. Not when our own homes are still under siege.
And they left ours to, you know, flounder.
We dare not leave our interests in Cartano undefended as well. Telegi Adalegi and his ilk would seize control of the territories in our absence.
The enemy is at their gates, and you would cower behind yours?
No one is cowering, boy. We will offer what support we can.
Aye, support. A handful of men and no more.
Thoughts and prayers, yes.
Would that we could commit more than a token force to this cause. Yet there are others to whom you might turn. The free companies ever want for work.
Ah, yes. The free companies. They're not like to turn you down.
I beg your pardon? You would entrust the survival of Ishgard to sell swords? Crises like these are the very reason why this alliance was formed. It is our duty to aid our fellow man.
Yes, but you can't aid your fellow man if you can't take care of yourself.
My duty is to my country and my people. If you expect us to place the welfare of a foreign power above our own, you're going to be sorely disappointed.
Yeah, ideals don't live up to the real world.
Lest you doubt, Limsa comes first, then the Alliance, and finally, circumstances permitting, Ishgard and the rest. If you cannot understand so simple a concept, then you have no place at this table.
Down, boy.
Forgive me, Admiral. I was careless in my choice of words.
Yes, you're still but a child.
I suggest you assemble a party of elite adventurers, assuming you haven't already. Your fellows served us well during Operation Archon. I dare say they will do so again.
Yeah, y'all ignore me until it's important.
If I may, Your Grace, I wish to propose a redistribution of forces. If we entrust the security of Uldar to the Brass Blades for a time, we can dispatch a larger force to Ishgard.
With the unrest? That's a stupid idea.
Your Grace?
Yes. Yes, of course. Do what you will.
Which sounds different.
Is Her Grace not feeling well?
To the best of my knowledge, Her Grace is in perfect health.
No, she's being poisoned.
I see. Carry on.
Poisoning her! I just have that feeling. Because they wouldn't make an NPC if there's not a reason for her being there. Especially with the specialized stuff she's wearing. I'm sorry, that's game design thought. Once again, I owe you an apology. It seems that you have been conscripted to leading our contingency of adventurers on yet another mission of inestimable danger. I mean, this is literally nothing new. But I fear we've been left with little alternative. We cannot well abandon Lord Hoshafat and Sir Albert at the time of fate. Must abide by the Council's decision, as short-sighted as it is, and strive to fulfill our roles as Eorzea's guardian. Captain Ilbert, what news? The assault has begun, but we have but this moment concluded the audience with the Alliance leaders. Move our forces in position. Your unit will join the House of Dundair with the Steel Vigil. Man the cannons along with the knights, and then the Dravanian horde ere they descend upon Ishgard. I will join you as soon as I'm able. Ishnai would have you and your adventurers boost their forces in defense of the Steps of Faith. Report first to Sir Marcilain at the Gates of Judgment. He'll direct you where you need most. May the gods grant us victory. I mean, I don't know why they say may gods grant us victory. There's only one god, and that's Hydaelyn. I mean, the others are primals, not actual gods. Wait, what position you'll know which. Well, I mean, I guess there's gods that, you know, the worship, now that I think about it, that you choose before you. Well, while you create your characters. Actually, what I want to see, I know that pool noodles do not exist in this world, but I would love to see them going against, like, the good guys just whacking at the dragons with pool noodles. I don't know, they can be pretty painful at times if you hit just right. You're appointed captain of the Cell Sword contingent? Then welcome. There's no shortage of blade work to be done. As we speak, the Dravian skirmishing parties have herring positions across the central highlands. As assigned the Crystal Braves and your fellow adventurers to contain these scattered attacks, and for the presence, I would have you join them. This, of course, is merely a precursor to the assault on the Ishgard proper. The Willy Serpents seek to divide and confuse our forces, but it will not be so easily drawn out of the position. The Temple Knights will remain on the Steps of Fate and continue our preparations. When the Horde arrives in force, they shall Face a wall of Ishgardian steel. Report back to me in their once their advanced skirmishes are slain. Hit the gate. And show the same statement. We need not fret over much. Several layers of arcane protection. Mother will be fine. Okay, they're gonna say the same thing. You were strong. My guitar, we strummed along. Oh look, people to save. Again. Y'all good? Y'all good? Not gonna heal you with my white magic stuff? Cool. You'll be fine. Everything's fine. You're fine. I mean, like I said, sorry, I just noticed that. Pool noodles can hurt if you do it right. I wouldn't know if they could actually kill someone, but where there's a will, there's a way. Everyone here looks fine. They're doing fine. Over here, Edo, please. So I don't, you know, capture all the people who aren't supposed to be in this fight. Oh. Hi! I mean, no wonder he's a commander. He definitely has the health and defense to equal it. Damn. you stand on. Laziness. Teleport. What you called me? Weirdness. Ba ba ba. And oh, how you could see. Hi, I murder things. What news, adventurer? The reinforcement decimated, you say? Dravian devils. Damn their scaly hides. Hold fast to your grief and fury, my lady. Sure, we will avenge the deaths of your fellows in battle to come. I don't know why you're thinking that. People die in battles. I had no control over it, whether I could save them or not. Even as a white mage, which I could have, but shut up. Ere you commit yourself to the siege, you should know what is you are tasked with defending. Beyond the gates of judgment lies the steps of faith, a great bridge of stone that leads directly into the city of Ishgard. I figured. More than simply means to cross the sea of clouds, the bridge serves as a foundation for the arcane wards that form the barrier we call Dafton's Collar. Alas, in dispelling the barrier's outermost layer, that thrice damned witch, Iceheart, stripped the bridge of its protection. Thus are the dragons now able to land unhindered upon the steps of faith. Should the Dravamians succeed in destroying the remainder of the wards, the winged devils will be free to storm the city itself. Needless to say, we cannot suffer that to happen. It should be our task as defenders to prevent any harm from coming from those parts of the bridge whereas the wards are sealed. 3 yet remained, and we've dispatched our forces accordingly. I would ask you and your comrades to accompany our defenders to the outermost ward. This is siege play, if I remember correctly. I should hope that includes us as well, yes? I won't see y'all in the fight at all. Science of the Seven Dawn. We could not stand idly by while the Horde threatens the good people of Ishgard. Indeed, to do otherwise would go against all that Master Louisoix has taught us. As for where we may be of most assistance, I think it prudent we divide into 2 groups. Ida and I will join the rear guard. Right, if the dragons should reach us, we'll be able to give them a what for. Thank you, all of you. Pray speak with me again when your preparations are complete, and together we shall stand against the Horde. Tancred, what do you have to say? I'm told the first commander of the Temple Knights, Lucia, will be leading the forces. By all accounts, it seems we are in quite capable hands. Yes, capable hands in many ways. Dragons may never again have the opportunity to strike the Holy See. You can be certain they will not squander it, so we must be vigilant. No matter what happens, we cannot let them cross this bridge. Would that we could say with certainty that none of the wards would be breached. Our enemy is resourceful. So you're ready then. Good, let us make to the battlefield. I thought this was a trial. That was annoying. Where we had to use guns, like actual cannons to do. Did they change it so that it isn't? Because Steps of Fate used to be a... Yeah, it was! Huh. 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 I don't have to worry about... we get to see some of these people in action. I don't remember seeing in action ever.
Shall we?
I shall make it quick.
Oh god, oh god! Flames exist! Flames exist! That's not a dragon, that's a fucking tortoise. Bitchin'. Everyone fall back now. I can't move. Literally cannot move. Not have guns to use? Oh, I do. They're about to be destroyed, aren't they? I didn't realize the guns were all the way back there.
Aether, to me.
Oh, thank you, sweetie. Devoted Dragoon. Is that a Stinian? Do not have gun. Right now I fight for I hate everything. I guess. No. Cat. Guns I can go through all the way back here. Good thing I can't count. Neither can I, and also, god damn you, cat.
No holding back.
Not ruin my laptop anytime you wanna visit me? I mean, it's a simple ask. Oh yeah, of knocked over my laptop, so I couldn't quite see. Well, not knocked over, kind of refreshed the page so that it went to a different page.
This one'll sting.
I fear we have not done enough damage to this poor thing. But I did not realize the gun's all the way in the back, so I mean, this is kind of my fault. Also, I'll probably switch to my Dragoon if I fail this. I don't need to worry about being healed. I'm gonna get hit by this, I'm gonna get hit by this! Changing things around, I forgot to unlock it.
Folly.
I just happened to notice he decided to yell something. That's the only reason why I noticed. I'm just confused because I remember this actually being a raid with other people. And a few new mechanics that used to get people mad at newbies. Also, I forgot to use the gun until it was destroyed, so we'll see how this goes. Because I didn't see it on either side, but no, it was way back. I'll probably switch to my Dragoon at the end. Yeah, probably gonna end. I don't know, somebody use an ultimate, my own thing. appreciate for you coming in. Trying. I am a mage. I do not. Gonna be really close. That was really close. Oh my god. I didn't realize how much they changed that fight. Goodness gracious. Yeah, flee. Flee. The dragons! They're withdrawing! Victory is ours! Unless there's like something big that shows up and goes, ah ha ha ha! You thought wrong! One of Nidhogg's greatest champions slain. The Horde will not soon recover from this blow. But what of you, Nidhogg? Why did you not join your minions and make this battle a slaughter? Have you grown so fond of the stench of your lair? Mayhap you prefer to have your allies fight your battles for you. You have a girl doing your bidding now, don't you? Do you not? No matter, I shall slay Iceheart and all the rest. But I yearn to spill the blood of a great worm, Nidhogg, and only your death will sate my lance. Jumps to space! Umo, what do you want to say? The famed dragoons of Ishgard commanding the skies battle. It was truly a sight to behold. It was a close victory, but a victory nonetheless. I think we've earned a brief respite. No, we haven't, Thancred. What the fuck you thinking? Phew, that was exhausting. It's a rare opportunity to find oneself confronted with so terrible a foe. Rarer too to emerge victorious. I should hope we need not contend with more of Nidhogg's champions. New. Ishnai, the dragons are routed. Lest you wonder, the fighting at Steel Vigil was also fierce, but my crystal braves were not found wanting. Commander Louvier, Ishnai, I wanted true to your word, you arrived to aid us in our hour of need. On behalf of the Holy See and the people of Ishgard, I offer you my humble thanks. Though I would stay and lavish you with well-deserved praise. I mean, you could lavish me with other things. But damn. I fear I must away to oversee the aftermath of the siege. Not all the dragons are fled, and there are yet wounded to be carried from the field. Pray let us meet anon, and I might express my thanks with proper courtesy. Go away, Twink. You're not old enough. I mean... Look, Lucia is also a good option, but I mean, they have to be willing. Consent is important. We have achieved a victory of singular importance. The Dravanian horde, thus weakened and scattered, the threat to Ishgard has been greatly diminished. And mayhaps equally significant, the Holy Seed must now recognize the necessity of cooperation with foreign powers, for now. Long have they barred their gates against the outside world, but I am confident that the day will soon come when Ishgard proclaims itself a member of the Eorzean Alliance once more. We have an expansion to get through on that one. Much have we sacrificed in our struggles against dragons and primals, the Saasians and the Empire, but step by unfaltering step, we march ever nearer to our goal. As ever, the journey is made with you in the van. You mean Vanguard? I don't think vans exist in this. The victory you've won this day gives us great hope for the morrow. 'Tis a hope that shall sustain us in the days to come. Nothing bad will happen, because there is no prideth before the falleth. Bear us past the many evils, and yet seek to hinder our progress. Yes, we have done well, my friend, and I, for one, will take a moment to savor the enormity of our achievement. Prideth before the falleth. The demands of duty, however, allow me little time for levity. I must accompany Captain Littlebeard back to Uldal and reassign those braves whose squad suffered heavy losses. You, my friend, have earned a rest at the Rising Stones. Will I, though, rest? Pray return to Revenant's Toll and share your tale with Mentphilia in person. Hey, Ida! Pistola, what to celebrate? God damn it. Thancred, what to celebrate? I bet you would never want to turn me down. No, he's gonna turn. We'll send the information to other nations that took place here. Don't be sure to give our regards. What? Mentphilia. We don't have pearl links or something? What's with these people? You have anything to say now that I did that? Or are you gonna give me the lecture of you can't come through here? By the Fury, you have driven the Horde from the steps of faith. You, a stranger to our lands. I confess, I did not think you capable of such a feat. I love to surprise. Yet, you yielded not an ilm in the face of dragons that would turn my brother knight's blood to ice. The fairy herself must walk by your side. Like I said, I aim to please, because don't expect anything from me. Want to party by themselves. God damn it. Yeah, Thancred's going to Udall and going to see that merchant's daughter, isn't he? My harem, why do you leave me so? It's fine. No, it isn't. Tataru, what do you have to say? I'm faced by a merciless mountain of administrative chores. Thankfully, this one battle I'm well equipped to fight. You've said that before. Cool. Okay, same thing. Yep, same thing as before. Where do you start free companies so I can absolutely stop people from... So, I did make the conscious effort of wondering, if I can start judging free companies by their name. I mean, that feels elitist. Kinda. Ishnai, welcome back! Alphanodson, word of the siege, and of course the role you played in ending it. Your deeds never cease to amaze me, Ishnai. Thank you. Pride hath come before the fall, like I said. Oh, I unlocked my my red mage, which makes me happy. I don't remember at all how to play it. Mentphilia is loath to put you further trouble so soon after the last exertion. No. Yeah, both Samurai and the red mage. I already got the red mage one. I did it at the beginning of the stream. But I played it and I realized how little I remember of it. Like, with the kind of duty that they had kind of teaching you it to some degree, I was moving the bars all over the place. I mean, the buttons all over the place to try and find a good... the button combo for it, but I think I've got it down to what I had I don't know if it's before, but I mean, I could always look up if I feel like it's not good enough. You must be wary, Ishnai, and now when may very well be your only chance to... Oh! Would you sounded that? Antecedent! Hi, sweetie. Messenger from Udo... Oh, has arrived with a missive for you. As we still don't have pearl links. A royal seal. Curious indeed. Ah, an invitation. On behalf of the Council of Eorzea, Eorzean Alliance, Her Royal Majesty Nama no Nammo invites the Scions of the Seventh Dawn to attend a feast at the Royal Palace of Uda in honor of Ishgard's recent victory. It would seem we are being recognized for our effort in lifting the siege, you for your valiant efforts as commander of the adventurers' contingent, and the Archons for their earnest attempts to rouse the city-states. I find it strange that the Alliance leaders should think themselves deserving of a place in such a salvation. Shh. Three refuse to deploy their standing armies, preferred to send hastily assembled companies of sellswords, many of whom perished ere the siege began. Are they truly so blazing they seek to share the glory of your triumph? There might be something else behind it. But mayhap they simply seek a pretext to meet with the Ishgardians while the mood is yet jubilant. Such an occasion would present a fine opportunity to press the Ishgard's return to the Eorzean Alliance. We have scarce the time to mourn Brea, and I for one am no mood to carols. But I suppose we must put away our grief for the good of the realm. I hate. Though you are promised rest, I mean, to an autistic person, parties are not rest. There's something you have to build up to slowly throughout the day, so that you have this, like, certain amount of, I guess, a buffer to work through until the party is too much for you and you have to leave. Or at least find somewhere to calm down. We're not present. It was strange the celebration indeed if the victorious hero was not present. Pray content yourself with the thought that such occasions may bring about momentous change, and this without the recourse to bloodshed. I feel like there is a foreshadowing here. Taru, if you do me a favor in contacting the rest of the Scions. Of course, antecedent, and please let me know if there's anything else I can do. You okay, hun? What was that sigh for? Or are you overworked? I'm overworked! Somebody save me! I will not dress up for this. You will not have me dress up to this. Curious, I've never heard Tataru sigh at such request. Ought be something amiss? Yeah, usually it's the rest of the week, or at least, 2 or 3 days. No, I'm not dressing up for this. This is... They wanted me here, I didn't want to be here. This is the close they're getting me to dress up. Say, I'm wearing clothes and I'm here. That's the best they're getting. Tataru's trouble, I'm certain of it. Would you mind speaking with her? I fear any concern I show will be met with stoic denials. Like in real life, I am dressed and I've left the house. What more do you want from me? Have you witnessed the scene over yonder? Such is the fate of he who toys with a woman's heart. Let's see how Sacred Silver Tongue wags its way out of this one. Oh! Is this... I was making a joke about the merchant's daughter, but... What's that? Back the fuck off! Mine! How about that? Man-stealer, best watch your tongue. He said I was his favorite muse. Well, I'm the one who cured the rarest of wars. I don't know what she's doing. Trying to still seduce. She and he, I don't know. Ladies, please, this is no way. Oh, hello, Ishnai. I am not getting you out of this. I was just entertaining some friends. Oh, gods. Well, I mean... Ida. Oh god, stop! Make it stop! My sides are cut up. I know, right? Say, I think he's... Say, nope. He brought it on himself. If he felt like, you know, playing that way with the hearts of other women, have at it. Not that I should say much with my harem, but at least I am loyal to them and they know I have others. The primal shackles its fate to the bonds of eternal devotion, but I fear the power Thancred wields over his admirers is rather more fickle. Especially when each realizes she's not the sole object of his affection. Do we not have more pressing matters to attend to? I think this is pretty good pressing matters. I mean, it is, you know, lightening the mood. In Doma, fidelity is the highest prized virtue. Perhaps this is a different in culture, but this situation lies outside my comprehension. Oh, no, you aren't. You are seeing what's happens. You're learning how to comprehend. I love that these little things are happening in the background. And either I forgot them, most likely I did forget them, or I blinked. Head injury, probably. Brain injury. Probably. Conspicuous her absence. Tara, I believe she stepped outside. Now that I think about it, she did seem rather preoccupied. Alright, sweetie. Wanna talk? I am the main person who gets anything done, including... and not limited to... She's up there. Being a counselor. Untrained. The autistic one. Don't trust anything the fuck I say. I mean, let me phrase that. Take it with a grain of salt. I will quote psychology books at you. A child's... Child's joy will always brighten your day. I'll show you a smile if you're happy to pay. That sound right? Taru has been teaching me traditional Udan rhyming songs. The children of Uda seem to spend an awful lot of time thinking about money. Sounds like American children. Oh, Ishnai, it's you. I didn't mean to worry anyone. It's nothing, really. As an autistic person, I deny you believing that. Well, it's not nothing exactly, but it feels nothing compared to the towering trials you and the others face every day. Okay, sweetie. Oh, hey, Drunk Vulture, how are you? What were you playing? Hi, what were you playing? Taru. And Haru. Okay, and Haru. So y'all are still playing the, Elden Ring, right? Hey, Haru, how are you doing? Yeah, I should. Yeah, I know, right? Absolutely should stop playing this game as much as I am, right? Nothing much! I plan on getting to the expansion, and I think I'm very close to it now. 15 hours a day. It hasn't been 15 hours a day! Last night was... I mean, yesterday was just 11 hours. So, this isn't including the time I spend not on stream doing stuff. Shut up, Subby! I know. And I'm enjoying it. Alright, well, it's nothing exactly, but it feels like nothing compared to the towering trials you and the others face every day. Okay, Tataru, we're gonna give this advice now. We're going to the psychological advice now. Tataru, don't compare your problems with other people's problems. If it's important to you, there's a certain level of importance to it. spending time not playing it. I mean, I do need to sleep. I am human. I am not robot. Anyways, Tataru, just because it isn't as big a problem as someone else, you should not compare problems because we are living two different lives. I'm talking Tataru. This little bean, this little not who tar. No. She's saying, well, it's nothing exactly, but it feels like nothing compared to towering trials you and the others face every day. No, it's Tatar. Cool. But I mean, it is something you can hear too, right? But you shouldn't compare yourself to people's problems to yourself because you are not them. And therefore you do not react to problems exactly the same way as other people do. Tataru's a sweetie! Tataru. Tataru. Excuse me, I might be saying it wrong. Tataru. What was I saying? And sometimes you do need to lean on other people, but if anybody sits there and says that your problems are unimportant, is mostly saying that because either A, they don't want to listen in the sense of they don't want the burden of it, or B, they really don't care either way. True. Just go have a hate fucking session, why don't you? That's why I should probably talk to Mentphilia before things getting worse. Ah, you always know what to say. Ishnai, I'm glad we had this little chat. I mean, I didn't say anything. I said something, the character did not say anything, unless you were listening to me between the, Hi, Apocalypse! But anyways, hi everybody! Thanks for coming along with me! Make a reference about doing a psychology notebook moment. Though, mind you, one of the other things is you still have to put your problems in perspective. Your feelings may be valid, but how you react to said feelings is something different. Yes. I was about to say, I was waiting for it. My mind is made up. Oh no. Yes, Tataru? You have my undivided attention. I've been hesitant to broach the subject, what with all the recent excitement, but Ishnai made me realize there's no time like the present, and time is what I'm here to ask you for. I'm not sure I understand. If you wish to be excused from your duties for a time, then you certainly earned the rest. That's fine, but I suspect that lying in bed is far from your intent. You know me too well, Adesita. There is in fact something I've been wanting to try my hand at. Along with adventurers and the Crystal Braves, the Scions are constantly being thrown into dangers and tread deadly predicaments. Oh, really? Well, it seems to be a theme all of us seem to know very much about and share. Even Hori Boulder and Continent have been... You know what, Bug? Might be nice and get you out of here if you get out of my fucking drink! The guard duty to fulfill our needs for competent warriors. It only seems right that I too shall acquire power to defend myself and others, and most importantly, when I return, I shall be both your receptionist and your bodyguard. Sweetie, we needs all times. We know types of people. Either way, I believe in you. Whoa, hey! Menphilia? I want to keep calling her Kyrie now because she literally got dragged into a dark portal and captured by them. By the Organization 13. That's the first time I almost been knocked down to the ground by a Lalafell. I've never seen Tataru look so determined. Has aught befell which I might help antecedent? I mean, Y'shtola is right there. And Thancred, though Thancred's currently in a problem of his own making. And technically, Menphilia's mother is a MILF. Well, adoptive mother is a MILF. So, I mean, I have problems, yes. Isn't blind, or does she become blind later? Not at present. MILFs need love too. Not at present, thank you. Was there something you wanted to ask me? Yes, pray excuse my distraction. An adventurer who does to join us for escort duty was injured while out on patrol. I fear we cannot properly defend the scholars entrusted to our protection without the aid of at least one more guard. Therefore, I humbly request that another adventurer of capable kind be assigned to our party. Don't look at me, don't look at me, don't look at me. Very well, I shall consider potential candidates and provide you with a replacement as soon as I am able to. My thanks, Anacita. I'll take my leave of you. Scholars? Is there more scholars coming from, I guess? I picked the shortest cat for a reason. Kinda like me in real life. I have two different. Power to defend oneself. Tataru is ever full of surprises. Now that I think about it, I do recall Urianger mentioning she had developed an interest in mayhap she hopes to gain admittance into the Arcanist Guild in RPG sex capital of Final Fantasy XIV. Yes, that will be the way of it. Would you so kindly as to journey to the guild and see if all is well? It is doubtless unwarranted, but I'm sure I'm not alone in my concern for her safety. Well, good. I've leveled up my Arcanist that needs, I guess, running, so I mean, you could do that too. Menphilia is eyeing you with a mix of regret and desperation. I wonder, do you perchance recall the commitment I made to furnish Hoary Boulder with a capable adventurer? Well, I'm sorry to say I have yet to been unable to do so. Now I realize you're rather more than a capable adventurer, and the escort duty is frankly beneath a woman of your talents, but I have no one else to turn to at present. Might you be willing to forego rest and assist in this matter? As long as it lets me not go to a party. Please. I will even take escort duty to get out of going to a party. Generous to a fault. Thank you, Ishnai. It seems only fair I explain the importance in this task. For some time, our order has employed a handful of scholars to travel around Eorzea, taking etheric readings that we might better understand the impact of the primordial summings. I will have you know I found this I mean, it works. Naturally, it behooves us to ensure our employees' safety, so we asked the adventurers in our service escorts. Hoary Boulder and Coltonet were to act as two such escorts as a third adventurer. Alas, due to injury, because, you know, I can't white mage it out of it, said adventurer is not presently fit for duty, hence my need to impose upon your goodwill. It's not a goodwill, it's I have no will of my own. I am literally doormat. You're truly a pillar of strength, Ishnai. Hoary Boulder will share with you the details of your task. He should be waiting for you outside. Be safe. Like I said, I think I got my Arcanist up enough so that we could probably do the next line of things. Let's see. Another storm has come and gone. These moments of peace are never lasting long at all, though, do they? I mean, looks like Thancred's been dragged off somewhere. I have no idea you'd be assisting us personally, Ishnai. My sincerest apologies for dragging you into our affairs. You don't have to apologize. I have no will of my own. Ah, Ishnai, is it true you agreed to lend us a hand? Yes. Huzzah! What did I tell you, Cortonet? Our misfortune has become a blessing, an opportunity to serve alongside the Warrior of Light herself. I need to remind you we have 3 scholars to escort, each of whom will take a different route. True, but our mission is the same. Separated by malms we may be, but in spirit we shall be together. I mean, we're already together because we're scions. Can you... If such thoughts bring you joy, you're more than welcome to thank them. More practical concerns, Ishnai, we would have you attend to the scholar in charge with surveying the South Shroud. Oh, good! Old hunting, stomping grounds. He was waiting at Camp Tranquil as we speak. All you need to do is follow the man. He will determine the most appropriate locations to take his readings. In spirit, Ishnai, in spirit, we shall be together every step of the way. Does that mean you also get hit in spirit if ever I get hit? Is that how that works? I'm just... general thought process on that. Unsettled scholar. Hi, you are not safe. I mean, you are safe with me. Sorry, had something in my throat. You mean this? Yes, I am Dragoon. Alas, the science woman decides to greet you with her presence. A pity we have no time for pleasantries. The Scion's woman? What? You think I'm their whore? I am the harem master. Don't speak to me like that. Our destination is in Psalm. Hare, come with me. We're late enough as it is. Should I let him get hit at least once? I mean, no longer healer as I am. Yes, this location will suffice. Once I finish calibrating my instruments, I will require but a moment to take necessary measurements. I trust I need not explain that my work can suffer no interruptions. Then please stand at appropriate distance and keep watch for wild beasts. If I shove him in the hole, would that be... Would he survive? I mean, it's not that deep. Unlock the next thing for the white mage as well, so I might need to do that. But first, I'm so close, I think, to getting to the expansion, so it won't matter. I see we have both completed our respective tasks. A satisfactory outcome, though if I could make one suggestion, you might try to dispatch your foes more quietly in the future. I do not like to pick faults, but I really must be allowed to concentrate. Now then, to snake molt awaits, shall we? By By the way, where is your normal home location? I might not go and save you if it is, you know, ever attacked by anything. I'll save every other household except yours. Right about here, yes. As before, I would have you keep an eye out for dangerous beasts as I work. Out of curiosity, could I get them to scream louder? Can I get my chocobo? You know what? I'm gonna... One second. One second. I'm gonna be an absolute ass. Look at the emotes I have. Do I make sounds with this? Nope, I just roared him. That's fume. Chris. Die. Slap! Oh, get slap! Fascinating. These readings are not all what I expected, though perhaps that should come as no surprise. I am not given to superstition, but there's a queer, almost blasphemous air about hereabouts. Let us quit the place and return to Roots Lake. We have one more site to survey. Blasphemous. Bastard, I am... Keep this clear. I am a conjurer. How dare you fucking say this about this situation? Oh, it's down there. Oh, it's next to where I should unlock the city of Apur. Why, I was confused. You first unlock this. The Seed Seers have sent word of your coming. You're bold indeed to willingly glimpse into the darkness. I mean, I also am trying to be a thaumaturge, so... Alright, Sabby, that's fine. So, I mean, I gaze into the abyss the entire time. The Lost City festers more and more by the day, and they say you're... the lance to boil, eh? Well, I am a lancer, to some degree. Beyond this gate lies the land of out of balance. Its earth aspect sapped by a calamity. You best be prepared to proceed... before proceeding further. Rotten wrong, that's what you'll see. Creatures run mad, tormented by hooked burrs that clutch and burrow. Well, good luck with that. No doubt you'll prevail, being favor of the Seed Seer and all. Fight well. I mean, good thing that I, like, don't have the, you know, blessing of anymore. Lost City of... Okay. As before, my guardian, pray, lead me to my task and ensure my safety. I wanted to hit him so bad. Let's say, I'm betting there's more. Good? You good? You good, bastard? This data should prove invaluable. Sniff, sniff. Ye gods, what is that stench? Did you slaughter a creep of Abadatos while my back was turned? Quickly now to Camp Tranquil. I will not have my clothes reeking of blood and awful. You better know that you should sleep with a dagger or something, because you might end up, you know, covered in feces of this horrible smelling stuff that you don't like, apparently. Literally bury you in it. I'm down here and get the white mage thing, I think. You've chosen to peddle in the Ichor while longer, I take it. No matter, I took advantage of my unexpected privacy and performed a cursory analysis of my data. It would appear there has been some measurable decrease in Eorzea's ambient aether concentration since the calamity. However, this data is far from conclusive. We must take additional measurements to confirm my assessment. Who better to serve the silence? I am his faithful assistant. I'm getting who to serve the silence at 7th dawn. Then almost scholar. How long? Developers, what have you done to make this so bad? I have to do this. Like, you're dragging this the fuck out. The ambient aether concentrations there are so high that crystalline structures form spontaneously. Consequently, abnormalous fluctuations should be much easier to detect. Brilliant, yes? No, don't bother answering. What? That was rhetorical. Now come along. I want to murder you. Well, I guess actually it won't let me do it. It said announced that I was high enough for the next level of this, but I guess I actually have to get into Ishgard for that. You know, I should just let you stay there. That's where the high level stuff is in this area. Oh, you know what I found interesting? I didn't realize this. You could go other places after you get join the queue for Palace of the Dead. You don't have to stay in Quarry Mill. You can literally go to a different location and not be pulled out of the queue. So I could sit there and do fates until the time that's needed. Not in the same location. Yeah, I did too, until I was really tired last night and ended up forgetting that I was in the queue for, well, it was in the morning. Forgetting that I was in the queue for House of the Dead and teleported out, and the queue was still going. You should be more than familiar with the procedure by now. Pray, find us a suitable position. Of course, it ended up being over 30, I was like at 20 minutes, I was like sitting here going, I can't. I need to be a good girl and go to bed. It was like 11 in the morning. No, it was 10 in the morning. You should be more than, or 10, maybe 9. I usually go to sleep about 8. Well, 7, give or take. You should be more familiar with the procedure by now. Pray find a suitable position which to keep watch. So I don't know if you are outside it and it pops, whether it still will allow it to. Yes, quite high, yet still markedly lower than historic measurements taken near the end of the 6th Astral Era. Could the presence of a primordial account for the difference, or is there something else? Something else. Could you not warn me you're going over here? Something else. Scion, come here! I need you! Oh, dead body. No! I like this one! Fear not, my friends, help has arrived. The poor boy! There you are, Ishnai. Hori and I were worried when you and your charge failed to return in the appointed hour. I know! Well, I'm technically as my dragoon right now. Bedded like a dog, but not by one. No, those wounds were made by a blade. Doesn't look like he put up much of a fight either. Nary a mark on a sword or a shield. I heard nothing of any crystal blade of operations in this area. What caused Wildred to come here? What should we do? I mean, I literally have rays. You should see the scholar's protection, Ishnai. Aye, the boy's remains. You should return them to the Rising Stones. The antecedent will want to know what happened here. Literally can raise him. And so do I. Least among us. Internet? Gods, what a waste. Pray leave matters to us, Ishnai. You must return to the Rising Stones and inform the antecedent once. I've never been this close to a... Oh gods! I mean... This game PG'd it for you. We spoke a few times at the Rising Stones. He wasn't experienced as some of the other Braves, but gods, he had passion. Yeah, and the shit he went through before I got him in. Kinda got him into dying. Game? Stop it. Stop being evil. Stop making me like characters and then murdering them. Okay, nothing changed. More death. Ishnai, you returned, and you seem troubled. Did the role of escort chafe so? I mean, I was about to murder him, but I still prefer that over going to the party that we're supposed to be going to. Wildred, Ted, mayhap murdered by the 12. How could that be? I will send word to Alphanol this once. He'll want to conduct a full investigation and send word to Wildred's family. Gods, he was just a boy. Who would do this, and why? A sweet summer child. I don't know, the second in command, which I've been screaming about, but even my character won't listen because I am absolutely a doormat and trust everybody, apparently. You're a welcome sight until they've done me wrong, and then I still trust them to some degree. It's like, I think the 12 is not only for Ishgard's salvation, but you're also your safe return. Not gonna speak any more on that. All right. Since we're going to the Arcanist Guild, I do have my girl up to 15. Might as well. Off to RPG 6 capital of Final Fantasy 14. actually what I'm gonna do. Go get another drink. I will be right back.